Thank you. Today I spent some time in prayer for our servicemen and women who are in harm's way. Prayed for their families. Prayed for those who are still in harm's way, whether it be American troops or coalition troops. The sacrifice that our folks are making in Iraq will serve our nation's interests in the short term and long term. It's best to defeat the terrorists in Iraq so we don't have to defeat them here. As well, a free and stable Iraq in the heart of a part of the world where there is frustration and anger, where the recruiters of hatred are able to find terrorists. A free Iraq will be a transforming event. And I appreciate the families who are making the sacrifices along with our troops. As well, in Iraq, it was a tough week, but we made progress toward a sovereign and free Iraq. The Iraqi Governing Council has laid out a timetable for the transfer of sovereignty. We're pleased with that timetable. We think it makes sense. On the one hand, the politics is moving on. On the other hand, we're going to stay tough and deal with the terrorists. I also talked to Prime Minister Erdogan over the weekend, expressed our deep condolences for the senseless death caused by bombings in Turkey. He assured me that he would fight the terrorists and bring the terrorists to justice. Told him we'd help, and we're grateful. But it's just a reminder that the war on terror takes place on different fronts. At home, I am pleased with the progress made on the energy bill and on Medicare. I want to thank the leaders in the House and the Senate for coming together on two important pieces of legislation on Medicare. It looks like there's agreement in principle to provide our seniors with a modern Medicare plan, and that's very positive news. I urge the members of the House and the Senate to take a look at it, vote it, and get it to my desk as soon as possible. And I'm pleased that we're finally developing a national energy plan. So we're making good progress on the domestic front here at home. Let me answer a couple of questions. And no, yeah, Jennifer. Jennifer. I haven't seen the specifics. I suspect it's the same old stuff. You know, it's propaganda, and you know, we're not leaving until the job is done. Pure and simple. A free and peaceful Iraq, it will be a historic event. And I'm sure he would like to see us leave, if in fact it's his voice. And I know the elements of the Ba'athist Party, those who used to torture, maim, and kill in order to stay in power, would like to see us leave. We will do our job. Randy.
Mr. President, what information do you have about the chopper crash?
No more than you have. It's sad. It's a sad day when we lose life. Doesn't matter whether it's a chopper crash or an IED, the loss of life is sad.
And what plans do you have for security after the new transition plan is implemented, after the Iraqi sovereignty is granted? How do you...
Well, depends on what's taking place on the ground. I mean, somebody told me, he said, well, this means there's going to be less troops. Politics is going to go forward. The political process will move on. And we'll adjust our troop level according to the security situation in Iraq. Yeah. Who are you with? First of all, I haven't seen. Very good. Welcome.
Are you concerned at all about the protests that you're going to be facing in London?
No, I'm not concerned at all. Glad to be going to a free country where people are allowed to protest. Not the least bit. Yeah. Who are you with?
I'm with CNN.
Good.
Do you see the use of surface-to-air missiles as an escalation in the conflict in Iran?
Well, I think it's symptomatic of the fact that there was a lot of weapons lying around. And we just got to bring these killers to justice, which we will. And the military's adjusting. You've been reading about the fact that they're adjusting their strategy and their plans. And that's exactly what the Commander-in-Chief expects. Flexibility on the ground to change a response to a change of tactics with the enemy. Hillman.
Yes. Are you concerned at all with your visit to London that it comes at a kind of uncomfortable time in some respects for Prime Minister Blair?
No, I'm not concerned about my trip to London. I'm really looking forward to it. It's the second "are you concerned" question about my trip to England. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a fantastic experience. I know Did you have something else on the concerned question there? I cut you off. I beg your pardon.
No, there's just been, immense speculation that this is coming at an awkward political time for you and the Prime Minister, for that matter.
Awkward political time for me?
Because of the situation in Iraq.
No, I'm looking forward to the trip. I'm honored to have been invited. I look forward to my consultations with Tony Blair. We visit all the time via telephone or via secure video link. I'm looking forward to sitting down with him in person. It's going to be a great trip. It's I guess every time I go somewhere, there's immense speculation. I'm not suggesting you're the speculators, but I remember before I went to Far East, there's speculation about this and speculation about that. No, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great trip. Yes, sir.
Are you any closer to a decision on steel?
Than I was Friday? Well, I mean, if there's a date at which I'm going to make it, I guess I'm 2 days closer. But I know I'm thinking about it. I've got some considerations. People are presenting reports to me, which I will look at and let you know at the appropriate time when I make up my mind. Yes, sir. Very good.
Okay, thank you. President, what do you think the chances are of getting the Medicare bill passed?
Do what, Medicare? That's a good question. I think it's good. I'm pleased we've come this far. And I think there's going to be immense pressure on members of both the House and the Senate to support this bill. It is a good piece of legislation. It is a complex piece of legislation. After all, we're changing a Medicare system that has been stuck in the past for a long period of time. I'm beginning to get a sense of the supporters for this piece of legislation. And there's some mighty active groups of people who are interested in good health care for our seniors that are getting mobilized. And so I think we've got a good chance of passing it. I know I will be actively pushing the bill because it conforms to the principles I laid out, prescription drugs for our seniors, choice for seniors, accountability for the Medicare plan. There's a lot of good features in this bill, and I look forward to working to see its passage. Listen, you all have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you very much.